Many people have asked how I manage coach jobs in Euro Truck Simulator 2, transporting passengers from point A to point B. In this video, I'll explain how I use the Trucky public transportation feature to get it done. To get started, you'll need the Trucky companion app. If you haven't installed it yet, check the link in the description. Once Trucky is installed and running, you're ready to go. You only need to memorize 4 key combinations, which you can always find in the hotkeys and other settings tabs if you forget. Here they are. Alt-Shift-B opens the Lines Manager. Alt-Shift-R opens the Route Helper. Y opens doors to let passengers board or exit the bus. U plays door closing sounds, used for role-playing purposes only. Let's set up your first coach trip. Start by checking your current location. In my case, Pernik. Press Alt-Shift-B to open the Lines Manager. Click the empty box under Lines and type your location. A list of predefined routes will appear. Select one. Note that Trucky uses 3 types of locations based on availability: bus stops, service stations, or viewpoints. For this trip, we'll choose the viewpoint in Pernik. After selecting the route, you'll see an overview of all stops. Above the map, click the green Start Route button. This opens the Route Helper window, which you can resize or reposition as needed. Next to your first stop, Pernik, you'll notice a blinking yellow icon, indicating it's time to open the doors for passengers to board. Press the Y key to open the doors.
Pernik.
You'll hear the sound
Next
of doors
stop,
opening
Plovdiv.
and passengers boarding. And the Route Helper will display the number of passengers now on the coach. Next, configure your GPS. In the Route Helper, you'll see that the next stop is the service station in Plovdiv. Open your map and set this as your destination. You can choose to set all subsequent stops at once, but I prefer setting them individually. Setting all destinations simultaneously can clutter your route, especially when paths overlap, making it hard to determine the correct order. The choice is yours.
Approaching Plovdiv.
Upon arriving at your destination, a voice notification will alert you.
Ga rechtdoor. Links afslaan.
Once you're within a certain radius of the stop, a yellow blinking icon will appear next to the destination in the Route Helper, indicating you can stop and let passengers disembark. If the stop is a service station, it's often easier to enter the area, to have enough space to maneuver and turn
Bestemming
around.
bereikt.
You don't need to park directly on the icon to unload passengers. The choice of where to stop is up to you. Once you're properly parked, press the Y key to open the
Plovdiv.
doors, allowing passengers
Next
to
stop,
disembark and new
Edirne.
ones to board. You'll hear the door opening sound, and the Route Helper will update with the details. For example, it might show 9 passengers disembarked, 15 boarded, resulting in a total of 32 passengers on the coach. A voice notification will confirm your current destination and prompt you to set the next stop on your map. In our case, we need to set the next destination to the viewpoint in Edirne. And off we go.
Approaching Edirne. Edirne. Next stop, Burgos.
For each subsequent destination, simply repeat the previous steps until you arrive at your final stop.
Bestemming bereikt.
Burgos. Last stop, Please all leave the bus.
Upon reaching your final destination and pressing the Y key, a summary window will display an overview of your entire bus trip. Here's what it includes. Earnings, the total amount of money earned for the trip. Passengers, the total number of passengers transported. Distance, the total distance driven. Note, my 3 kilometers result is due to using the console to jump locations for video recording. Vehicle damage, the total damage sustained by your vehicle. Trip duration, the time taken to complete all passenger deliveries. The lower half of the window provides detailed information for each stop individually. At the bottom, 2 buttons are available. One lets you start another bus route immediately. The other exits the bus route mode, allowing you to freely explore the area. Next, I'll guide you through creating your own bus routes. Open the Lines Manager with Alt+Shift+B. At the top, select the Route Editor. Choose your map, Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, or ETS2 with ProMods. Then, click the New Line button. Start by naming your route. I typically use the format starting point, dash, and destination. For example, Burgas Sofia. Assign a line number using the starting letters of the start and end destinations, followed by a number like 01, 02, etc. For example, BS01. Next, add stops to your route, beginning with your starting location, in my case, Burgas. You have 2 options for adding stops. Built-in stops, type your current location and select a stop from the list of available options. Current game location. Add a stop based on your current in-game coordinates. You can specify a name, country, and stop type. For example, bus stop, service station, or viewpoint, which affects how it appears in the route helper. Once a stop is added, it will appear in the stop section. To add subsequent stops, type the name of the next city in the built-in section and select it. Each stop you choose will be added to the route list. When you've finished building your route, click the Save button. Your newly created route will be available in the Lines Manager. Open the Line section, locate your route, and select it. From there, follow the same steps outlined earlier to start and manage your bus trip. Lastly, let's briefly explore the settings for the public transportation feature. Access Trucky settings by pressing Alt and O, and navigate to the Other Settings tab. Scroll to the Public Transport Settings section. Here, you can enable or disable the informational voice and choose between a female or male voice. You can also toggle the door sound effect on or off, as heard in this video. Next, you'll see the key bindings. Set to Y for opening doors and U for door closing sounds by default, but these can be customized. The voice announcements cover the current stop, the approaching stop, and the final stop. Premium users or patrons can further customize the announcement text. That's all, folks. If you have questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher.